Hi, it's Siobhan Murphy, CPA with Thrive Business Group here. I am making a quick video here today to talk to you about filing an extension. Now, this is as it pertains to individual extensions for personal tax returns. This does not apply to partnerships, corporations, S corporations, nonprofits, estates, trusts, etc., just for the individual tax returns. So I want to let you know we have two options of how we can get an extension filed. You have the option to do it yourself, and you have the option for us to do it for you. Now, here's what's weird about extensions. Doing it yourself is actually easier for you than us doing it for you. I know it sounds crazy. Normally, when we provide services, we do it for you. It's a whole lot easier than doing it yourself. But when it comes to extensions, it's actually easier to do it yourself, and here's why. For us to do it for you, there's quite a bit of data that we actually need. In addition to the basic like name, address, social security number, and so forth, we have to know what your total tax liability is, or an estimate of your total tax liability for the year, as well as how much tax has been paid in through withholding or estimated tax payments. From that, we calculate how much tax is due, and then we have to report how much you're paying as a payment with your extension, if anything. And now a lot of offices to solve this, because this is a lot of data when we haven't even started drafting the return, and it's difficult for clients to pull all of this data together. A lot of offices will just file extensions with zeros on them. Unfortunately, if we do that for you, that extension could be determined to be invalid by the IRS, and then you don't have an extension covering you. So that's why we require all of that data. We want it to be a valid extension. Unfortunately, it's a pain to pull all that data together for an extension. Now, when you do it yourself, it's actually a whole lot easier. You can make a payment through the IRS direct pay system online. When you make a payment for an extension, it automatically counts as filing an extension. You don't have to report your total tax liability. You don't have to report how much has been paid in with withholding or estimated payments. You don't have to report how much you think is going to be due. You just have to make a payment. So you need your bank account information, and you do have to do an identity verification that's actually quite simple. If you know your name, date of birth, social security number, and how you filed your tax return last year, if it was a joint return, you're single or head of household, then you can do the identity verification. It's really quick and simple. So you need your bank info so that you can make a payment, and then you get a confirmation at the end of that process, and that counts for filing an extension. Again, don't have to know your total tax liability, don't have to know how much was paid in, you just make a payment. It's super simple and it's quite quick. Now, if you don't owe taxes, what do? You make a $1 payment. It's really that simple. It is so much easier to use the IRS direct pay system to make a $1 payment than it is to pull together your estimated tax liability and tax paid in and withholding and all of that. So both are options. We can file an extension for you. We will request that additional data, or you can do it yourself. Now, if you choose to do it yourself option, please send us a confirmation. At the end of that process, you will get a confirmation web page that shows all the data. Print that out or print it to a PDF and send it to us at admin@thrivebusinessgroup.com. Very much appreciated, so that we've got that in your tax file from when we do prepare your return. Now, either option that you choose, to do it yourself or we do it for you, we have a more detailed video to show you exactly how to do that. So those are here as well for you. Whichever you choose, please check out our instructional video. It'll walk you through step by step so that you can choose your option, follow the instructions, and get that extension in.